So have you ever been to New York's Columbus Day Parade?
Yes, I have.
Oh my goodness. So when were you here in New York for that?
I don't remember the exact year, but it was fantastic. All I remember was it was a great time. I was much younger than I was, probably a little inebriated as well.
That's okay. Happiness comes in all forms. I wonder if you could tell us a little bit about what you are doing now. The company you were at, I think, does a lot of work behind the scenes, things that people like me wouldn't necessarily know, but we benefit from the work of the company.
Well, I joined this startup because this is a product that needed to be introduced years ago. It's surprising it hasn't been, actually. And our name of the company is called DoubleCheck. And what we do is we get members in credit unions and customers in banks total transparency and control of a bad situation. And the bad situation is if they happen to bounce a check, or they happen to have a debit card that they didn't realize they didn't have any funds, but they had overdraft, and all of a sudden they bought something and they got fees associated with that. What they were able to do is that the way the regulation reads today is if you have an NSF, non-sufficient fund notification, the bank or credit union has to notify you by snail mail within 3 days. What we do is we notify you instantaneously by SMS or email. Gives you a link, you hit the link, you get authenticated on your online banking, and away you go into DoubleCheck, and you see all the items that potentially could be going back. Say you had 3 items that are going back. Now, if you don't fix that, what occurs is you're going to have late fees, penalties, et cetera, that create a huge problem for you. So what we're able to do with our platform is we show you those and allow you to be able to adjust where the overdraft goes, and or go to a payment platform to be able to use a credit card, Zelle, PayPal, et cetera, to be able to pay that particular deficit off. So you have an opportunity to be able to take a bad situation and make it better. So as an example, you can get Zelle from your parent if you're a student. You can get Zelle from a friend of yours, et cetera, to be able to take a bad situation you didn't realize was happening to you and create a good situation. Because there's 63 million Americans that are unbankable today. And what that means is they got to use payday lenders, check cashers, et cetera, to be able to do their banking. And the regulators and legislators are all trying to get more people back into the banking system again. I don't know if you realize that, if you do an overdraft, you have to pay that overdraft back within, depends on your bank, within 30 or 45 days. And if you don't do that, you get reported to check systems, and you cannot open a checking account anywhere in the country. And that's why it's so imperative for having a product like ours to be able to stop that from occurring, get more people to stay in the mainstream banking, as opposed to using payday lenders and check cashers who have rates that are really high. As an example.
Exactly. I did not realize the magnitude of the people who were closed out of the banking system, and it seems like anything that would help chip away at that would be a great boon in the United States and elsewhere. We all know the horrors of payday lenders and what kind of a terrible cycle that is for people. So
think about where we are right now. We're in a situation where there's 60+% of the people today are living paycheck to paycheck. And there couldn't be a better time for us to introduce a product like this to help those people stay in mainstream banking. Because if they don't operate appropriately, they quickly can get to a position where they have lots of NSFs and lots of issues associated with late fees, penalties, and damage to their credit.
Well, that's great to hear that this is one pathway out for people. And I know you're going to be successful and the company will be successful. And I can't wait to hear how many people benefit in the years to come. So thanks again for your time. And
thank you very much.
I'm looking forward to seeing you.